Welcome to Suds and Scribbles, where I have to put pipe cleaners in my boy hole just to maintain an erection. This is episode, and I'm gonna go completely out of fucking nowhere here, and I'll be drawing Mummies Alive today. I don't know why. It just like popped in my head. I'm like, I should draw the fucking stupid mummies. It was like literally the stupidest show I watched as a child. But I rewatched a bunch of episodes lately, and it's actually not that bad. Like, the theme song is fucking stupid, but whatever. Like, it's stupid in general, but it's like a Americanized anime, I think, where it's like over the top fucking action sequences, and like the animation's actually not that bad. There's this fucking one scene in the first episode where like one of the putties, I don't know what the fuck they're called, he's got like one of the guys, Jakal, the leader, he's got him in like this arm grab thing, and he just like, Jakal like extends his wings and cuts the guy's arms off. I was like, that's actually kind of cool. Like, its humor is stupid, but like it's not that bad. So I'm only gonna be drawing the mummies just because I'm fucking so strapped for time lately. And I'm gonna start with, obviously, Jakal, the big stinky leader. Okay, so I'm using Manga Studio again. I'll probably only use it, or I know I'm only gonna use it, but yeah, so I'm just gonna test out this. I'm using the pencil tool right now. It's not much different, but because the mummies are so human-shaped, and the only way I could get a human shape is to literally, like, just do shit like that. I don't know why I've changed what I've been doing for, like, the past 2 or 3 years. Or how I've been doing it, I mean. It was, I was doing art for someone, and what he requested was like actual realistic-ish humans. Yeah, I was just like, shit, I can't really do that. So I just ended up doing it like the fucking stupid baby way. Kind of like this, like exactly how I'm doing this. But just like the simple shape shit, which is ugly as fuck. I thought I had to do this like 3 or 4 times and then actually get like a thing out of it. Control T, shrink them down. Jesus Christ, dude. It's just me, the mummy. I remember this one part specifically about Jakal. It was like he got captured or something. I don't really remember what happened, but there was just, he was in a castle or something, and he was looking out of a window, and he just looked really sad. It was fucking hilarious to me as a child. But yeah, I fucking loved this show so much. I don't know why. Because as an adult, I can appreciate how stupid it is. It's not supposed to be serious at all. But I don't know why child me liked it so much. I think it must have been the action sequences, because they're still like pretty cool for a 90s show, because the most that we had going for us at that time was like, fuck, what would it have been? You could just zoom in, I guess. See, this is the problem with us with the tiny tablets, or without like actual screen tablets, is we gotta fucking zoom in when you want to draw good detail like that. Like look how good that is. Oh. Oh. That does not make any sense, those lines. Whatever, they're fucking mummies. I don't think their design needs to make sense. It's cute because they're all kind of wearing these pajamas. Yeah, like, I definitely recommend just, it's on YouTube, just watching the first episode. It's so cheesily bad. Hey! He's well known for his pinkies being tiny. A good hunter always knows when to fuck. he had like all these stupid hunting tropes because the whole thing is like it's just a fish out of water show, and I think my child brain just thought that was like really funny. Now like I can't fucking stand it for more than an hour. It's like watching Death in Paradise or something where it's like, oh, he's so funny, he's so out of place, but then you're like, okay, 8 seasons later, it's still really stupid. By the strength of Raw. Oh yeah, the first episode's called like Raw 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 or Raw 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 Raw. I think it's 4 Raws. Prince Rapsies, make sure that you wear your diaper. I'm not a kid. He's looking at this small beetle, this small spider. I don't know the actual details of his fucking things. I'm pretty much going from memory, like, just because I watched the show about 4 or 5 times. Or, Jesus Christ, I watched like 4 or 5 episodes. If I sound like the life is leaving my body, it's just because I'm doing this when I just got home from work. Because I have no time anymore. He's really good at standing on his tippy toes. He's a hunter, he's delicate. He's very fucking light on his feet. Oh yeah, I can't forget his abs. The toys that they made of him, they gave him this weird stomach thing. Like I don't know why they did that, because I have the toy of him and Wrath, because they were my favorites. Surprisingly, Nefertina was not my favorite. But yeah, they gave him like this weird thing just to show off his fucking like ancient abs. It's so fucking weird to me. They also had like a weird just recolor of him where it was just black. It was so fucking, I don't get it, like why they did that. And I think it was him on a motorcycle or something. Just because they needed to sell more Jacals or some shit. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. His fucking their necklaces. I think his was a triangle. Wow. But like even Jackal, like as much as like that fucking like leader bullshit can get old, where it's like, oh, he's perfect. Like it's not that bad. Like again, the first episode, he saves Rapsies. He saves Presley. It's Presley, right? The kid from like falling off of a truck, and he says, like my prince told me, you should always wear your seat, and then he gets shot. Like, should give him an upskirt. So that's the first part of Jackal, I guess. So I'm on a second layer doing this, or a different layer. Whoops. And I'm gonna draw his armor now. It's just like the toys. The toys were okay. Like they weren't super special, but I liked them. I wanted all of them. I even wanted the fucking villain. I like the villain in this show. What am I doing? He already has a mouth. Now he just looks like Night Owl from fucking Watchmen. Yeah, I really like the toys too. Cause this was probably around the same time as, I think this was after Beast Wars, because I really, really liked Beast Wars, and then I think Beast Wars ended by then, or it must have been like an off season or some shit, because I was all about these toys. Like, I don't know why the show never did so good, this one. But, cause yeah, watching it back, it's not that bad, like for a kid's show. It's probably hits all the right notes. So yeah, he's got like eagle attire. Those are his wings. I'm putting a lot of effort into this one. Okay, I'm gonna go on another layer and I'm gonna do some yellow with the brush tool, which I'll use the OPEG. Just because. Well, it's supposed to be like gold, but that's, again, not a color I'm very good at seeing. That I'm just shit coloring it, like, whatever. I've come to realize in all the episodes that haven't come out yet that I'm probably the worst artist on this thing. I'm just quick. And actually, there's probably people that are faster than me that I have not scheduled, but I want on this series. Because it always takes somebody one go before they really like, oh yeah, like let's do another one. Because the first one's like the worst one. Because everybody wants to like actually look good and stuff like that. Then you see what I put out and they're like, oh, like shit, like I just gotta like, I'm gonna step up my speed game. It doesn't necessarily have to like look perfect. Alright, so there's my Jakal with and without armor. Oh, look at that. No, he's just like a toy. You can control him. Okay, so now I'm gonna fucking do that. My favorite character in the show when I was a kid, again, I have no idea why, was Wrath. I think it's because he was like an arrogant asshole or something, and so was I. So I liked that about him for some stupid reason. And his giant stupid hat. It might have been like he's the only one that really fights with like a weapon that's viable. Because Armand just punches shit and Jakal has like claws. Oh, he's got a bow? What the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, Wrath had like a sword. Or like a sword, he had a sword. I thought it was fucking neat. His is the only toy that I have left that's like still had all of its pieces last time I checked. Because they weren't extremely fucking complicated toys. It's kind of like that doofball, and I'm drawing him like the doofball in Space Jam, the big tall lanky idiot. Maybe that's what I liked, big tall lanky idiots. Like, he wasn't an idiot because he was supposed to be smart, but like they all have skirts. I forgot. There's literally also an episode called Sleepwalk Like an Egyptian. Like all their fucking video. Wow, all their episode titles are fucking puns. What am I doing? Putting him in this stupid snake pose because he's a good snake boy. I don't think I liked him for his hat. I thought it was kind of cool, but it's just like stupid. Like, it feels like I'm taking artistic liberty with how big it is, but it's probably about that big. Just maybe not that wide. Wow. I'm really not giving too much of a fuck here. Damn it. See, because like my style, it's so sketchy that I forgot how to actually draw digitally. I mean, when I'm doing something traditionally, and I haven't been using digital art lately. Haven't been doing it. His is a snake. That's a snake. That's a snake. Armand, you need to stop. Another like anime thing about them is their transforming sequences. For like the first 3 episodes, every time they transform, like not almost every time, it plays through the fucking like minute-long transformation sequence. Ugh. And the keyframes in it, like the poses and shit, are actually pretty cool. Outside the top of his hat, you can't forget the little snake that hangs down. I'm an artist, everyone, and that's a snake. Also, he used magic. It was neat to me. Because everybody else was just like, oh, but he was like, I'm just gonna do magic here. Like, fuck this stupid fucking thing. I'll fucking do magic, is what he said verbatim. I'm gonna fucking do some fucking magic, mate. But Wrath, fuck you, you fucking stupid fucking cunt. You won't go fucking go? You will fucking go, mate? Is what he said in the kids show. There he is. I put so much effort into that one. Jesus Christ. Okay. So he's got the cobra shit. It's weird because in this transformation segment, it looks more like a dragon that's coming out of him. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Whoops, super quick. I was using the pencil for that. See, that's a big... There's a big fuck up. And now I'm using the pen to color. Good. I'm really... Christ. It's only been like a couple weeks. Not weeks. It's been like a week at the most since I've used this, and it feels like I forgot everything. I'm one of those people that has to consistently do something like every 2 days, or else until like I just know it inside out. But even like things like music or something, like the shit that I do know was ingrained into my brain for like, how long has it been? 15 years or something. That's green. What are you doing? And here's a sneaky trick. To hide his hat, I'm gonna put in a layer of white. There he is. It's Wrath with and without armor. Okay, so Armon is gonna be the easiest one to me because he literally just looks like a gray fat Albert. He's always eating. One of my favorite fucking quotes from the show that I loved when I was a kid, that I think I even said it recently, like without thinking about it, was he was eating chips and Wrath was like working on something. And he's like, "Can you quiet down with that?" He's like, "Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of me eating the chips." Like, it was just so stupid to me, but I loved that quote. I don't know why. "Oh, Prince Ramses, please fill me with..." Fill you with what? Anything. Anything my prince desires. Ugh. Wait, no, what was his voice? It was like, "But actually, I love when you fucking tickle me." Epic. Let's give him like that cartoony fucking like, "Oh, wow." Yep. I'm an artist, everyone. His thing was the ram. That's a ram. They always like kind of fucked around with like who was the second in command. It's always switches between like, at first I think it was supposed to be Armon, but then they were like, no, later on, unless they just messed up their animation sequences or something. I don't even know if Armon got his own episode. Like, I can't remember. Because there were groups of 4 90s children shows. There's always like, everybody always has their own dedicated episode. I'm pretty sure he didn't get one. He's eating rats. "These rats taste pretty good when you dip them in cum. I mean, what is the modern word for cum?" Ugh. I'm gonna give him an exposed belly too, so you can see his six-pack. I think it's implied that he's all muscle. Like, he's not actually that fat, but like he makes nothing but fat jokes. It's fucking... It's strange to me. One thing I do want to analyze is how consistent their wrappings are. If like they actually did draw them in the same thing. There's also a joke in the second episode, I think it's the second episode, where Presley brings them a bunch of burgers and he eats the entire burgers. Like, just like dumps the bag in his mouth. And Presley says, "You know, they taste better if you take the wrapping off." And then he's like, "Oh," and he starts like taking his fucking wrappings off. And it's like, that's fucking adorable. I'm probably extremely wrong with that number. Is that green? Whatever, he's a fucking mummy. He can drip whatever he feels like. So here's where I'm gonna have issues, because I can't remember how his horns go. They're gonna go like that now. Okay, whatever I'm listening to, like, it sounded like a fucking dog barking. It was so weird. It's like something that you can only notice with headphones. Ugh. But yeah, it scared the shit out of me earlier. Oh, why in the world would anyone want to kick Tut? That's like the stupidest fucking line the whole time. Let's kick Tut. And they, like, every single one of them says it. It's like, Jakal's not immune to being a fucking loser either. And I think that's kind of why he's likable. So I fucked up. Armand doesn't have a loincloth thing. So maybe I took some liberty. Alright. There he is with his armor. His arm's on the ground. It fell off. Because I didn't feel like redrawing that whole thing. So far, this is the only one I like. It's been the least amount of effort. Oh, you mean him? Or her? Whatever. Fucking Cree Summer is the voice of Nefertina. Fucking... In the first episode, at least her animated, like, transformation sequence, it gives her two of them, because there's one where she's wearing this, like, really stupid hat. These are what girls look like to me. There's Nefertina. I am so off my game today, fuck. But, yeah, there's this... Fuck, she's like the most unlikable fucking character in that show. One episode, she gets all pissed off, so she steals, like, their car, breaks it, and then, like, bangs this weird fucking cobra dude. And... Jesus Christ, she, like, falls in love with him or whatever, or they fall in love with each other. And then he shakes her like a baby, and then he ends up, like, killing himself for her, or some shit, like... I don't fucking... I'm not the best at describing things. But, yeah, it's just fucking stupid. She's extremely unlikable. Yeah, in the first episode, you find out that she's a girl. Whoa! And, like, it's so obvious from, like, what she's wearing. And all the other mummies are like, wow, that's different, for, like, a minute. After that, it doesn't really, like... In the context of the episode, it's kind of like a, what? But then throughout flashbacks and shit, it made more sense, because I'm like, why did they need to, like... Were they trying to be that... That looks straight up like a penis. Were they trying to be, like, that fucking, almost educational? Oh my god, like, I'm just getting fucking frustrated here today. This is kind of why I'm not talking a lot, either. Fuck. It's, I updated, the drivers on my tablet, and it kind of, like, I'm not gonna say it fucked them up, but it changed them a bit, just enough to really piss me off. I like how I drew Armand eating rats, when it's like, wait, wouldn't that be like the cat lady's thing? I just thought it'd be funny, okay? Like, oh yeah, make him eat a rat. That's goofy, that's random, don't fucking look into it that much. There's a Nefertini. Nefertini. I drew a mummy as a mummy. Pretty original, right? I'm not gonna draw her armor. I just don't have the fucking care to do so. But, thanks for tuning in. If this is the first one you saw, then fuck, I'm sorry. So, hopefully I'll hit next Wednesday as well. I gotta track down some lost footage, shit like that, and trying to schedule this shit now. Because, yeah, my fucking real work schedule is all over the place, so... Farewell for now, and remember that mummies are actually epic. Oh god, no, kill me.